Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing item lock Tyranitar with the newly released set Destined Rivals. So that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do run the 2 copies of this Larvitar from Obsidian Flames, 2 copies from Prismatic Evolutions, and then we do have the 2 Pupitar for the stage 1, and then the 3 copies of this single prize Tyranitar. We're mostly interested in that ability to Daunting Gaze. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. And then we do have the Cracking Stomp for the 150 base damage, and as well as we do get to discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. So this will be our main attacker for this deck here. And then we do have the Dusknoir line here. We do have the 2 Duskull, the 1 Dusclops for that Cursed Blast ability, where we can knock out this Pokemon to give your opponent a prize card, and then we can put 5 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do have the 2 copies of the Dusknoir, the exact same ability, except when we knock out Dusknoir, we can put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Shaymin here for that Flower Curtain ability to protect our bench Pokemon. And then we do have the 2 copies of Budew here for the Itchy Pollen. We can do 10 base damage, and then during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hand. And then lastly, we do run the Pidgeot line. We do have the 2 Pidgey, the 1 Pidgeotto, and the 2 Pidgeot EX for that quick search ability. Once during your turn, you can search out your deck for any card and put it into your hand. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our stadium cards, we have the 1 copy of Jamming Tower, which will shut down all tool cards in play for both you and your opponent. And then for our ace spec, we have the Neutralization Zone. We get to prevent all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a roll box for both you and your opponent by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EXs. And then for our supported cards, we have the 4 Arven for searching an item card and a tool card. The 2 Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 1 copy of Colress's Tenacity, where you can search out your deck for a Stadium card and an Energy card, including Special Energies. And then lastly, we do have the 3 copies of Iono for draw support, as well as hand disruption. And then for our tool cards, we just run the 1 copy of this TM Evolution. Ideally, we do want to go second on the first turn of the game, so that we can quickly evolve up 2 of our benched Pokemon with this TM Evolution. And then for our energy cards, we have the 2 copies of Reversal Energy, and lastly, we do have the 4 basic Dark Energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Let's see, they mulligan. Looks like they're going to be probably Gardevoir. So yeah, they won the coin toss, and they decided to go second. 2 mulligan cards. Yeah, they got the Monkey Dory. Guess let's get Pidgey and Duskull maybe. Send turn. Hopefully they don't use Iono, because we do have a pretty good hand to work with here. Like, we can literally... Okay, yeah, they use Research. We literally have the Arven where you can just pick up an Ultra Ball to get Pidgeot, and then get that into play. The Earthen Vessel. Looks like I have Lily's Clefairy. Is this still going to be Gardevoir? It still feels like Gardevoir, at least. Maybe it's Quad Lily's Clefairy. Or they run all 4 copies, but still have like some support for it. They get Ralts, okay. So it is Gardevoir still. So yeah, they're pretty... Wow, a second Rare Candy. Yeah, let's play Arven for the Ultra Ball. Get rid of Pupitar and TM Evolution for Pidgeot. Yeah, now all I have to do is just quick search for an energy card. Let's go for Cracking Stomp. Discard top 2. Monkey Dory Nest Ball, and that's kind of mid. Buddy Poffin. Okay, Buddy Poffin's pretty good. We can get another Larvitar and another Duskull. Or maybe not, because that Lily's Clefairy can definitely do some good damage with that Full Moon Rondo, actually. Might not want to do too much for our bench. 20 for each bench Pokemon. They play Artisan. So if Tyranitar in the active, they can't play any item cards here. Dark Energy on Monkey Dory, they Arven. And I think I got Bravery Charm. So yeah, I'm definitely going to hold back maybe on the Buddy Poffin. Unless we go for Boss. Take out Monkey Dory maybe. Yeah, they just concede here. So yeah, they won the coin toss and they decided to go second here. And looks like it's going to be Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Now we need to get at least one Pidgey. Okay, Pidgeotto's in the deck. And Dusclops PRE. Yeah, let's end turn. I feel like there's really not much to Ultra Ball for, or I don't really want to discard any of those two cards. So yeah, they're definitely going for the item lock here. Spike Move Gym. They get another Impidimp. Yeah, let's just put out Fezandipiti. Let's go for the item lock. Say they get Morgrim with the Spike Move Gym. Looks like they're not going to do the Rare Candy here. And I think we'll just put Neutralization Zone out. Go for the Pollen. It might buy us a turn or so. Wow, that is pretty unfortunate. And they had the Grimmsnarl in hand, so they didn't need to search it out. That's pretty bad. Like, what are the odds? They didn't play any other cards, but they had 2 stadiums on their opening hand, I guess. Yeah, they're going right into Grimmsnarl. And there's a Shadow Bullet. 30 on the Pidgey. We definitely need that Shaymin. Freezing Shroud. Yeah, let's actually pick up the Shaymin of Artisan. Okay, at least it's not prized. Let's go for Flip the Script. And I feel like we might get a Pidgeot here, actually. Because we can Ultra Ball both of these for Pidgeot, and then use the quick search to find the Tyranitar. And is there anything really worth gusting up? And I say let's get rid of the Frostlass maybe. Go for the Cracking Stomp. Arven and Counter Catcher, that's not too bad. Super Run. Yeah, they go back into the Marnie's Grimmsnarl here. Wow, they get another Frostlass into play. That's pretty unfortunate. Another Munkidori. Yeah, there's a Dark Energy. See, let's go into Pidgeot. Oh wow, our flip the script doesn't work since I went down. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know, should we just Iono here? We would technically help them actually. I don't know, let's get the Tyranitar. Yeah, I'm just gonna end turn. I guess we can just Super Rod the Tyranitar and the Shaymin when they get knocked out. Yeah, this actually looks like a loss at this point. I don't see anything we can do here. Especially if we lost the neutralization zone so quickly. Pretty bad. And looks like our opponent will go first, so that's pretty good. We definitely did want to go second. Yeah, talking about a pretty bad starting hand. They mulligan. Looks like it's going to be Endzark EX. Two mulligan cards. Okay, at least that's a little better. Can kind of set up a little bit more. They get a Darumaka. Yeah, looks like they're gonna pass, yeah. Just gonna go for Arven, Buddy Poffin TEF Evolution, hopefully. Yep, there it is. And I feel like there's a strong likelihood they'll knock us out, honestly. Okay, Pidgeotto's in the deck. Pretty good. And a Pupitar. Yeah, there's the Enzork EX right on cue. Will they get Darmanitan? Iono? Yeah, they're looking bad. Yeah, now we get a Shaymin. Another Enzork EX. And they didn't even have the Ultra Ball for neither one of those. They go for the trade. We really have to hope they don't get the Darmanitan. Reshiram's okay. Trade again. Yeah, they are hoping to get it. Okay. They don't. They even gave up the Ends PP up. And they could have easily used it with the trade, so... Looks like the Pidgey is going to go get KO'd. At least they don't have the Darmanitan for the double KO. Yeah, I guess let's put out Jamming Tower. And I think we'll use Iono here. Might as well. Okay, flip the script. Hopefully we can get us, but that's not too great. Yeah, I guess we'll just search out the Tyranitar like that. Down Larvitar, and let's get a Duskull here at least. How many reversals were in the deck? 2 of them? Anything to super run? Nah, they just did 1 energy. It's in turn. And I'm pretty sure we did use flip the script. Yeah, we did. Oh wow, there's Jamming Tower already gone. Didn't even get to be there for 1 turn. So they go for the trade. Team Evolution. Trade again. See what they can do here. I feel like we might have to also just gust up and KO the Reshiram because it does have that powerful rage where they basically give back double damage. They boss us for the Shaymin. Yeah, I think we'll just Super Rod Shaymin Energy and maybe the Pidgey. Yeah, let's use Colress. Maybe get Neutralization Zone. Yeah, I think that's their first Ends Castle, so I don't know if we're gonna play that actually. Oh no. Yeah, let's change it. Let's go to top 2. Boss and Night Stretcher. Would have been nice if that was Ends Castle. Like, I want to say at most they got 2 Ends Castles in their deck. And I'm hoping we can get rid of it with the Cracking Stomp. They play Arven. So they're planning to get Ultra Ball in my opinion. That's probably what I would get for another Enzor EX. Unfair Stamp. Well, we didn't take a knockout, so at least we see their ace card. They do retreat out here into a fresh Enzor EX. They get the experience share. And they don't attack us even. Yeah, I'm thinking we should quick search for Rare Candy and then gust them. Oh no, we can actually even go for Counter Catcher. Yeah, let's get Counter Catcher actually. Then Arven for Rare Candy. So yeah, we'll put the 130 on the Zork with the experience share. So we get here Iono and Larvitar. And then let's get another Duskull. Okay, another boss. So that's pretty good. kind of hoping we could have discarded their End's Castle on the top deck, but no dice again. It was just Earthen Vessel and Arven, I believe. Yeah. They got another Enzork EX. So they got 2 again. And they go for the code breaking. So whatever they're looking for, they're guaranteed to find it because they got the trade. Whatever they can put whatever they need on the top of their deck, 2 cards, and then they just find it with the trade. Pretty good combo, honestly. It's probably going to be End's Castle, I'm absolutely sure that's one of the cards. Guaranteed almost. Darmanitan. Yep, there's End's Castle. I go for trade again. Let's see, what are they going to do here? Are they going to go for the snipe attack, the cannon? Flame body cannon? And they already got Reshiram again. So they're running 2 Reshiram here? Yes, they are. I don't know what we do. I think we just gust the Reshiram actually. Pidgeot. Yeah, let's get rid of the Reshiram. Oh wow, that was such a bad misplay. Wow, completely forgot about the prize trade. So that was basically a wasted boss. Yeah, back into Enzork EX. Yeah, let's put 130 on the Reshiram. And I don't know, I feel like we're gonna go for the Iono here. Yeah, all I'm hoping for is that they don't have any more gusting options here. Yeah, they go for the trade. So yeah, that misplay was pretty bad. See, what can they do here? Basically, they would need a boss to KO Shaymin. Fezandipiti. Yeah, so I think we basically win this. All we need to do is just find a boss here. Pretty sure it's in the deck. Yeah, there it is. There's no counter catcher left, but we do have boss. Gust up the Enzor EX, and yeah, we do take the game here, even with the misplay. Take last two prize cards. See, Night Stretcher and a Rare Candy. There we go. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.